Hey guys, welcome back. You're listening to the SubParBro's podcast. I'm your host Keane, and this is
And today we'd like to talk to you about some movies. Keen, what are your top 4 Letterboxd movies?
okay. So Letterboxd, we love the app. Great. My top 4 personally. Number 1, we got The Dark Knight.
Great movie.
Oof. We got yeah. He's only speaking facts here, right?
I've also got it on my list.
Let's go. Nolan, great director in it. Christian Bale, just perfect. One of the greatest Batman. Then we got Heath Ledger's Joker.
Most iconic comic book casting ever, surely.
Exactly. We'll probably talk about it more later. So I'll move on to my second one, which is the Lego Batman movie. Equally, it's equally better. No, I'm joking.
Dark Knight, Lego Batman movie.
Exactly. Which one's better? The Lego Batman movie. Some of the
Only one has a 9-pack.
Exactly. Do we see Christian Bale with that 9-pack? No. Lego Batman though, he's hitting the music, he's hitting the action scenes, the characters, all around just a good movie. Robin, we gotta love Dick Grayson.
Yeah, but Christian Bale Batman wasn't trying to, get with Barbara Gordon, so that's points up to Dark Knight.
That is points up, and that will definitely come up later in the lowest ranking parts. That will definitely come up. For my third, we've got Scooby-Doo, the live action movie. You can't go wrong with it.
Can't go wrong with Scooby-Doo.
The cast. Matthew Lillard as Shaggy is just the perfect casting. You can't go wrong with it. Honestly, I think I love every part of that movie, and I was contemplating if the second one's better, but I think they are both just too good. The second one is not in my top 4 because my number 4 was a bit of a struggle for me. I can't lie. I had Whiplash and Superman. Superman did come out this year. Great film. Check out the last
amazing film.
Yep. Check out the last episode. We did a whole episode on it. And then Whiplash.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. It's our podcast. But Whiplash I watched recently and it was phenomenal. I had all the way through. I was like, this is a 4-star film. The last 10 minutes, I upped that star because it was so good.
Whiplash, the one where Omni-Man verbally psychologically abuses fucking Mr. Fantastic for 2 hours.
Exactly. What else can you ask for? Are you sure? No, I'm joking. Obviously, we'll move on to Tom's top 4 now. That was my top 4. Tom?
As I said, I also have The Dark Knight in my top 4. Amazing movie. Personally, while I think it's a better movie, I prefer Dark Knight Rises. That's probably controversial, but
still a great film.
Yeah. I also have Superman, obviously, came out this year. Check out the last episode.
Yes.
For our full thoughts on that. But great movie, great casting, great music, great everything.
Yes.
I have then the Back to the Future one. I think it's a classic movie. Great movie.
Yeah.
So iconic. And then also I have recently watched Interstellar, which appeals to the inner physics nerd in me.
Okay. I have not seen Interstellar, but I've heard good things. I've also heard some unpopular opinions about it not being good, but I don't know. I've not seen it yet, just because I don't watch.
I think the people saying it's aren't good don't understand it. So,
damn shade. That's valid. That is valid.
I didn't understand parts of it, but I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you don't have to understand a film sometimes to enjoy it. Yeah, you don't.
Do you want to move on to lowest rated now?
You know what? I thought, yeah, we should, based on what was said previously, I think we should move on to some of our lowest rated on Letterboxd movies. I mean, you know what, Tom? I'll let you go first, just because I want to build up to mine.
The lowest rated movie I've got, and bear in mind my Letterboxd is very recent. I only really add rank movies when I rewatch them. But the most recent movie I found that I dislike is Man of Steel.
Okay,
That's the lowest rated on mine.
I mean, you've not added a lot, have you? Because you said you were newish account. But yeah, no. In the grand scheme of things, Man of Steel is a valid to be low rated. Great film. I mean, I've showed my love to that film, but there are some really bad parts in that movie that it's so valid being
No,
low
Clark, let me die to the tornado, even though you could very quickly save me.
Yes, and honestly, I will go based on that because it's another, I guess, Snyderverse movie. I've got Wonder Woman 84 because there are some parts of that I do not fuck with. It's okay, Tom. It's okay. I mean, the whole Steve Trevor idea does put me off a little bit. I always find it a bit weird when I watch it. I've only watched it once, and don't get me wrong. I think part of that movie was good, and I do see people clowning Gal Gadot's acting in it with it's the Maxwell Lord clip that I see a lot. Don't get me wrong, it is another reason why it's low. Because I feel like it's a decent, and I don't rate a lot of stuff 1 stars, half stars. I've got about 20 movies that I rated that are in that category. But this one's in a half star situation.
Yeah.
Do you have any more before I piggyback onto another TC?
No. Man of Steel was my lowest, and it's in a category all on its own.
That's fair. I'm gonna go right into Killing Joke, which the comic book was fire. I did love that movie. I have issues with the Killing Joke. Mainly because
I think everyone has issues with the Killing Joke movie.
Which they should, because why do they keep pushing Barbara Gordon onto everyone? I mean, we are definitely going to have a Batman episode come up, which we'll probably talk more about the Bat family. But there is a lot of comics. I mean, Tom can probably tell us more. But
Yes,
I mean, off the top of my head, 3 Jokers. That's Barbara Gordon with Jason Todd. I mean, we just need to stop. You know what I mean? With Batman, Nightwing, Jason. That's
Tim in Arkham verse.
Tim, yes, which we will be talking about in the Batman episode for sure. Because I've just finished Arkham Knight. Incredible game, absolute cinema. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Killing Joke because it's not a good adaptation. I wouldn't say for DC. I wouldn't say it's a good from comic. It's just weird. And I'm gonna
I saw it ages ago, and just the actual part that's adapting the comic book's fine, but then you have all the part in front of it with all the Bruce and Barbara stuff, and it's just no.
It's just unnecessary. But you know what? I'm gonna just. I've only got 3. I've got a couple of on my Letterboxd that are low rated, but we're gonna go with Warm Bodies, which it's like a zombie love movie, and it's just not a good movie. It's just not my favorite. It's not my type of thing. There is definitely an audience for it, but I've got it on a half star. I mean, I've got more. I can quickly grab my Letterboxd right now, see what I've got. Off the top of my head, you've got a lot of horror movies. I end up giving half stars just because I don't think there are a lot of good horror movies that can be there are some good horror movies, but then there are some shit horror movies that just they're there for the shock factor. Yeah. But that's probably the scale of how my ranking for lower movies is. If it's got a weird take or it's just not a good film, I would never watch it again, and I probably wouldn't recommend it. you get into like two and a half stars, I'm like, yeah, I'll recommend this to another person. Anything lower, I will just actively tell someone not to watch it.
Yeah, most of my Letterboxd reviews, I think, are like 3 stars and up, and then like the few that are like lower than 3 stars, Man of Steel, are just
Yeah. Which is valid. Man of Steel, I think, had potential with Henry Cavill because I think Henry Cavill's a good actor, but opinions. I just don't think you can go wrong with some films. And you know what? Some half-star films, sometimes they're worth it because they're hilarious. I mean, I've got a half-star film I rated Splinter, half-star. It's like a horror movie because it's got one really good jump scare in. The rest of the movie's completely shit, but it's got like such a good jump scare.
yeah.
I can't hate on that part. But I think that's all I can actually talk about for lowest ratings. Because I'm like you, I rate very. I've got like the mental rating of like a 6-year-old. Anything with colors probably makes like a 4 or 5-star film.
I'm like, if I enjoy it, it's like 3 stars minimum. So
if I enjoy it and I'll rewatch it, 3 stars is fine. Yeah. I mean, going on to, 3 stars and up. We've got some comic book films. I mean, we're a bit nerds, so
a bit.
I've got like a list of comic book films that I would put over 3 stars. Obviously, Dark Knight we've talked about. Yeah. It's great. I mean, the opening scene is, I think, one of the best opening scenes I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It's just. I don't think that's going to pick up on the mic, but I did the head explode. Just had to explain. Spider-Man. I mean, the Sam Raimi trilogy, but I've mainly got Spider-Man 2 on here.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Just 1 isn't bad, and I don't think 3 is bad either. I know people very much didn't like how the trilogy went, but
yeah, I think three's just a bit too crowded with Venom and Sandman and Harry Osborn as Green Goblin.
Which you gotta be careful with stuff like that. But they're doing it. Aren't they doing it in the newest Spider-Man? That he's gonna fight like a bunch of villains.
I don't know. I've seen a lot about the new Spider-Man, and honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the Tom Holland Spider-Man universe. I'm not really keeping up with all like the leaks and stuff.
Which is valid. I would sadly put Tom Holland high up there in spite, like, not because sadly, like, I love the old stuff, but I really do enjoy his movies.
Yeah.
Which is why I think another one I've got for comic books, the comic book movies in general, that I think are 3.5 above. I've got No Way Home as a 5-star.
Yeah.
I think it just knew what it was doing. It was a mix of nostalgia, a mix of Spider-Man. Who doesn't love Spider-Man? Do you know what I mean?
My issue with Tom Holland universe though is it's just like too like ingrained in the MCU.
Yeah, which is valid. Which, I mean, with another great, like, a 5-star MCU film being Endgame.
Yeah.
It's very much.
I mean, is that 5 stars like on the film itself, or 5 stars on just like the building up and like hype surrounding it?
I mean, 20 years, like, give or take, for that film to come out. I mean, would it get the same reception if it was came out with no background?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, they executed it so well, but it is very much. I give Superman a 5-star because it was a great standalone film. Technically, and then Endgame. Endgame is a 5-star because it's just everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's everything you want to see in a Marvel movie. You got any comic book 5-star movies that I've not mentioned?
I recently found out people didn't really enjoy it, but I really like Iron Man 3. Like the final scene where there's just like every suit ever just coming in to save him, like just a great scene.
Okay, you know what? It's a valid opinion. It was my least favorite Iron Man movie.
Really?
Yeah, actually, it was the one I didn't enjoy. Mandarin was the villain, though, right? Like the villain, quote unquote villain.
No, you had like the weird Mandarin, but then you had Aldrich Killian, whatever, like
Yeah.
shirtless, pale, weird, like red dragon tattoo extremis things.
So yeah, don't get me wrong. That wasn't a bad part. I definitely liked the villains more, but it was I liked the villains more in 3 than 2.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't for me. I don't think. Maybe I'd need to rewatch the Iron Man movies, but yeah. If
I've also got, I think, Cap Winter Soldier and to some extent Civil War, but I prefer Winter Soldier. They're great.
I think
Like
Winter Soldier. Oh, go on. Sorry, go on.
like Cap as like a spy movie is just, I think, really well done.
I think Winter Soldier's my least watched Captain America film, so I'd probably need to give it a rewatch to form a proper opinion on it.
Yeah.
I do think a good jump is I think we should talk about some DC films. I think we mentioned Dark Knight, but I don't know if this is classic, but Watchmen. I feel like that is a great superhero film.
Yeah, it's a great film. I'm not sure if you class it as DC. I think it's technically always been owned by DC, but whatever.
Yeah. Cause now I'm trying to think out of DC and Marvel, see what like other good comic book.
I do kind of feel with Watchmen, sorry, that like it's Zack Snyder eventually doing like the DC universe as him kind of trying to like do like the kind of sequel to that, like with Batman running around shooting things with guns and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think Zack Snyder was doing something right with Watchmen. Maybe not with maybe not with
Watchmen in general is like perfectly kind of like edgy enough for I think Zack Snyder.
Yeah. I mean, comic book media, not necessarily movies, but you've got The Boys, Invincible. They're also, I think they're like some top 5 comic book media, but movies. Maybe I just can't think of any at the moment, but
Yeah, I can't really think of any other MC.
I mean, personal MCU. I've got like I say a couple. I've got Doctor Strange, and then I guess as an add-on, the Guardians trilogy.
Got about the Guardians trilogy, great trilogy. Which
Is.
one do you think's the best?
Oh no, I can't because I'm hearing apparently people don't like 2, but I think 2 would be my favorite.
Yeah, same.
I saw it on. I think it was probably on TikTok, a clip of people saying that 2 just wasn't a good movie. And I was like, what? Are we watching the same movie? That shit was amazing.
Yeah. Movie has not 1 but 2 drops of Fleetwood Mac's A Chain. That alone is worth the price of admission.
Okay, that is true. That is true. Fleetwood Mac are incredible. One is a great movie as well. I'd have to rewatch 1 to see if I think 3's better. 3 was such a good way to end the trilogy. I think.
I haven't rewatched 3 since I saw it. We saw it in the cinemas.
Yeah, man.
So I think I might have to rewatch that.
Yeah, I mean, the gun doesn't jam. The gun does not jam. James Gunn is he's just top tier.
You've also got.
Not that I'm.
Sorry, go on.
No, go on. I was just gonna say like this is the second episode in a row that I'm dick riding James Gunn, but I mean it. Go on.
I was gonna say you also got like the Deadpool trilogy for comic book movies.
Yes, I didn't think about them, to be fair, but they are good, and I mean, like I think one of my favorite things about that is it's got some X-Men in, but it's not got the X-Men that you see in every other movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the X-Men in a while, so I don't know if those guys. I think Colossus is in one of the X-Men movies.
Yeah, I think he's in like Last Stand, but I think he's in like a different whole other actor or whatever.
Yeah, so I can't really remember if any other characters are in that, but I will say, Deadpool. I think Ryan Reynolds smashes it out of the park.
Yeah.
I know he's getting a lot of hate as of this date of recording. But
I think you can tell like he really enjoys like the character of then like being Deadpool as well. So
which I think is the best about like actors in comic book movies is when they really enjoy the role. I mean, I think we won't. Well, obviously, it'll be next year. Supergirl comes out, but I know it was said in a podcast with James Gunn that Jason Momoa was it? Was it Momoa, right?
yeah, Momoa.
Wants to play Lobo, and I think because he loves the character Lobo. I'm like that's what you need. You need an actor that loves the character
Yeah,
and wants to do justice.
yeah, but that character's Lobo, so who gives a damn about Lobo?
I give a damn about Lobo, bro. Lego Marvel superhero. Wait,
Like a Marvel superhero.
Lego DC supervillains, bro. I'm so sure he's in that. I'm so sure he's in that game.
Probably.
Which is not a movie, so we'll move on. Uh, I mean, we can jump straight to our favorite trilogies. I know we've touched quite a bit on that in comic book movies, and then same with our other topics we've talked about on this episode. But I mean,
you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll throw some trilogies out there that I think are good. I don't think I have a favorite trilogy off the top of my head, but I mean, we've talked about Nolan's trilogy.
Yeah.
I mean, Batman Begins. Is it Cillian Murphy? I don't know how to properly pronounce his name.
I don't either. Let's go with Cillian.
Yeah. Cillian Murphy, Killian or Cillian is what you know what I mean. It's one of them. And Scarecrow, I think, is such a good casting.
Yeah.
And then Heath Ledger as the Joker. Catwoman being blanked.
Anne Hathaway.
On Anne Hathaway. And then Tom Hardy as Bane. If I'm missing any villains in the movies.
You've got Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul.
Yes, yeah. And then Two-Face Dent. Who I will not be able to tell you that's his name without Googling it. And you know what I mean? I think you got anything else to say about the Nolan trilogy before I...
No, they're just like fully just like 3 great movies.
Actually, we need to do some more filler time here. I'm gonna put that out there to the entire podcast right now. We need to talk about the Batmobile we need the Tumbler, Batcave. I feel like we need to just go a bit more in depth into the Nolan trilogy because it's a great trilogy.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to talk about it? I know we are doing a Batman episode, but let's just talk about Nolan and the Nolan trilogy. I mean, the Tumbler. What are your opinions on that?
I love it. I love like how all of, like the gadgets in like the Nolan universe kind of have like real world backstories in like military or whatever. And that scene in like the Dark Knight, where like after Tumbler's crashes and just like the pod comes out of it, like the bike. I think that's great.
I mean, and you can't go wrong with it. I mean, it's just my problem when they do a Batman film. It's like you want to get it realistic, but you also want to like still have. This is why I think his villains are good. His villains are still a bit into like not plausible in the real world, but him as Batman is more plausible. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong with any of his villains. They all seem like you can do them, but you'll like it just wouldn't happen in real life. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, the Batcave isn't just a white box.
I mean, yeah, but you had the first Batcave, but they didn't really get to use it much before Ra's al Ghul burnt it down.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
Honestly,
one part maybe I didn't like, but liked less is like it just kind of got Bruce out of like the mansion for a lot of it. Like he's just in the city and like in that weird white room Batcave.
True. I'm trying to think of like flaws of the movie that I'm thinking of. Obviously, we got Batcave. But no, I get like I do see people that say things they don't like about the movie, and I'm like, from other people's perspectives, I get that. But honestly,
I think it's a little on the nose to have a cop whose real name is Robin.
You got a point there.
Like, say he's like Dick or Tim or something.
Not Tim. Not Tim, bro. We don't need more Tim references. No, I'm joking. Nah, I get it. I think honestly, I think we should move on to a different trilogy. I would point out maybe a 180 being just the Toy Story trilogy. I know it's got a fourth and there's going to be a fifth one, but
And you've got the Buzz Lightyear prequel.
Yeah, but we try not to think about that. That one I think is set in a lot of nostalgia. The first three movies, I mean, come on. One,
yeah, but they're also
incredible.
just like great movies.
I'm trying to think. I think 3 would probably be my favorite out of the three.
Yeah.
3 movies.
I think my parents might tell me wrong, but I think 3 was the first like movie I think I have memories of seeing in the cinema. Toy Story 3. So.
Oh shit, that's kind of valid. Cinema since day one, bro. We need to bring back just cinema in general.
Yeah.
I keep seeing. I know people do still go to the cinema, but I keep seeing cinema etiquette, and it was just some guy with like a full laptop just in the cinema, and I thought that was crazy. Like, I don't get, like, you know when like someone whispers something to their friend. That's fine. That's, you know what, it's a bit, but it's fine.
He says to someone who whispers over me to his friends in the cinema all the time.
Hey, that's just when you're in the middle, anyway. But like having your whole laptop out. I mean, deadlines are deadlines. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Deadlines are deadlines.
Don't go to the cinema, then sit in a cafe somewhere.
Okay, you got a point. Have you got any like? Do you want to hit it with a 180 trilogy or?
I mentioned the first film earlier, but Back to the Future.
Oh yes.
Like that, I love that entire trilogy. It's like my favorite trilogies. Like I love how kind of like everything just like flows together. Like it's one movie then after another, take place only like over a couple of days.
Yeah. I've seen the first 2 recently. I'm rewatching them, but then Prime Video, we love it. We love it, of course. Except that's the only one they don't have. They don't have the third one on, and like, I think they're a very nostalgia movie again. Like, I saw a lot of. I've seen all 3 of them in like when I was a kid, but actually rewatching the first 2 now, they're still great movies.
Yeah.
I have got one, and I've not seen all 3 of the movies. I've seen the first 2, and I don't know if you've seen any of them.
Go on.
But I mean, the Rush Hour the Rush Hour trilogy. I don't know if there's more than 3 movies, but I think they're just a good fun film.
Yeah, and haven't seen them.
Keith David's in one of them, and I love Keith David. That's just a personal. I think he's amazing. Because he is. Other than that, it's just a funny film. It's a funny film, good film, and I don't think you can go wrong with like a comedy film.
No.
I mean, we touched upon it earlier, but the Sam Raimi trilogy, can't go wrong with it.
I think the Sam Raimi movies are good, but I think I might prefer, like, for Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield duology.
Yeah, I mean, give that man a third film. Make it a trilogy. I think we'll have to do a Spider-Man episode in the future. But I know a quick rating of mine would be TASM 2, like it dead last, but TASM 1 is like in my top 4, top 3. Just because, and I think that's a valid scoring, just because of how it turns out. Like, why did they okay? My problem with like the TASM duology, as you said, is he just loses it. Like, I get Spider-Man's meant to just get beaten a lot. He just, I mean, our Uncle Ben, he's got to die. We know he's got to die. But then, so does Gwen's dad. And then he's like, yeah, don't go near my daughter. And then Gwen dies.
I think in that way it's kind of like
the second movie does still piss me off because Yeah, it's true.
But my only issue with the Amazing Spider-Man is it gaslights an entire generation that Gwen Stacy is an interesting character.
Shade. I mean, you've read a lot of the comics. I'm gonna let you have that. I've not read any of them. Which I mean is valid. Is valid. I don't mind Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy. I think she's good at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it just seems like it doesn't seem to fit in my eyes. It's like Captain, is it Stacy or something?
Yeah.
It's like don't go see my daughter. So he just avoids her during like one of the hardest times of her life where her dad's died. And then the next movie's like, yeah, we're chill. Graduation, is that in the second movie, right?
Yeah, it starts with them graduating.
And it's like, oh, so you really just avoided her at the time she needed you the most and just got back with her afterwards. But other than that, first movie is great, in my opinion. First movie's great. We need to talk about some less comic book movies just to get the audience in. But I can't think of any.
I mean, it's less comic book, but still massively nerdy. One of my favorite trilogies is the Star Wars prequel trilogy.
Oh, of course. And I'm not going to mention Star Wars just in case we do get an audience, because I know that my takes will never be not good. I've watched 2 movies. I'm not going to say which 2, and that's all I'm going to say about my experience with the Star Wars movies. Actually, I've watched 5 of them. I've watched the entire. No, I'm not going to say which ones either, because that's just going to piss people off more.
I think me saying my favorite trilogy is a prequel is going to annoy people, but
yeah, but the only trilogy I've seen is the sequel. I watched Rise of Skywalker in cinema. Force Awakens.
I watched all the
TV
sequels in the cinema.
You poor soul. Yeah, no, I don't know. I need to watch the other ones, but I want to cop the 50 quid Millennium Falcon. So I need to watch all the ones to just justify that, because I can't justify buying a Millennium Falcon without having watched majority of the movies. You got anything else to say about Star Wars? I know you enjoy it, so just go ahead and talk.
I think maybe we'll have a future episode after you've watched it.
No, I get it. I want to watch it in chronological. I want to watch the entire like Star Wars thing in chronological order, but Clone Wars exists, so it's hard. Okay, I think that's all I can do for trilogies. Honestly, I can't think of anything else that's, I guess, a nerdy topic. I mean, I think ones that we've not seen, but I think we should be watching. I mean, we've got the Godfather trilogy.
Yeah.
Only one that I can go off the top of my head that people really enjoy, I think. Obviously we've got all the MCU trilogies, Iron Man, I guess not really Thor anymore, but Captain America, Ant-Man, which incredible movies, Ant-Man.
Sorry, have you seen Quantumania?
I enjoyed it. Stop. I didn't think it was that bad. It does have a less than 2-star rating on my Letterboxd, but I still didn't think it was bad. It wasn't the best. Jesus. Oh, that Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's the absolute man. I don't think you can go wrong with Paul Rudd. I mean, other trilogy. No, I guess I think other than just trilogy, I think we can move on. Like like Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. I guess they're 2 separate trilogies, but you kind of watch them in one. Same with Harry Potter, which I think you've seen the Harry Potter movies.
I have seen the Harry Potter movies. My room is no longer Harry Potterified as it was when I was younger. Yeah, I've watched them in years.
Yeah, that's so valid. I think there's one good Harry Potter movie in my opinion, and that's the 4th one. Other than that, you couldn't pay me to watch them. Strong feelings about Harry Potter, but it is what it is. Once again, yeah, Lord of the Rings, Hobbit. Yeah, no,
I've seen them.
I think I've not seen The Lord of the Rings and Hobbit just because of how long they are. I've seen bits and parts, and I've got the books.
I also have the books untouched.
That's yeah. I'm not.
Gotta say,
Like I'd make. Gum.
I was just saying I was more of a sci-fi nerd than a fantasy nerd, to be honest.
Yeah, I get that. It's just doesn't appeal to me. I don't think. I mean, Lego Dimensions definitely helps that. You know what I mean? Gandalf in Lego Dimensions, incredible. It's the only bit of Gandalf I've seen. Jesus, that's not true, but it kind of is. I'm trying to think of like larger trilogies. I mean, just the MCU in general is kind of like a connected universe.
You've got Pirates, but I can't say I've seen the Pirates movies.
I think I've more seen them in like a path, like during my childhood. I've probably seen them as they've come out.
Yeah, I think I saw the first 2 years ago, and that's about it.
They're not bad movies. I would definitely say they're always worth the watch. Just Johnny Depp's an incredible actor, I would say. Yeah, Johnny Depp, gotta love him. I'm trying to think if he's been in any other trilogies. 21 Jump Street, duology film, is that the word? Yeah. I mean, I think they're both good comedy films. I don't think you can go wrong with them.
Yeah.
Have you seen?
Nah.
Okay, that never mind.
I really need to watch more films.
Yeah. Second episode being a movie episode. You know what? We move, and by moving on, honestly, incredible transition to I think we should go for nostalgia movies. I mean, come on. Oh, I've got a lot from my childhood. I mean, I don't know if it's like Law Drop, growing up with sisters. It very
Whoa.
much. I've seen a lot of the Barbie films. Seen a lot of that I probably wouldn't watch. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't watch half of them if I didn't. But honestly, you got
You're
it.
telling me you would watch half of them?
If I honestly, it would be such a mistake if I didn't. Tom, this is my homework for you. Watch Barbie Princess and the Pauper. I'm telling you that film is in my 5 stars. I've got like 45 stars. I'm very generous, but that film deserves that 5 stars. That's in my nostalgia films because it's just a good film. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. We're talking. Yeah, we're talking bliss. I love it. It's just a wholesome film. Brings me back to my childhood, Tom.
Can't believe he's gone from The Dark Knight to Barbie.
Yeah, man. I will say, you know what? I'm gonna put it out there. No, I'm not. Never mind. That would be such a mistake if I had said what I was about to say. So we're not gonna say that. I'm just gonna move straight on to another cartoon one from my childhood. Hercules. Another 5-star for me. I know like nostalgia probably is cluttering some of these, but I wouldn't disagree. Hercules is such a good song. Such a good movie, sorry, with incredible songs in it.
Yeah.
All of them on my playlist. It's just perfect. I mean, just the voice acting, incredible. The animation is incredible. The story is incredible. I could go on for days about how good of a Disney film this is. I wouldn't say it's my favorite Disney film. I probably would actually. Never mind. We haven't touched on Disney, but if we've got time, I think we should. I don't know how much Disney you've seen though.
Not a lot.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see which ones you have seen after. But I will say, other than Hercules, the film I've only seen like I guess more recently. So I guess it's not exactly nostalgia, but it is still Disney. Princess and the Frog. Once again, incredible film. Just such a good film. Have you seen it, Tom?
No.
Okay, well, you know what? Go before I mention any more about Princess, can you go with some nostalgia films or any Disney that you remember?
As we mentioned earlier, Toy Story, the trilogy, great films. Watch them all the time as a kid. Also got Cars 2. It's a great film. Best of the trilogy, I would say.
I can't say I've seen it yet. I've seen the first one a couple times.
You've seen Cars 2?
Not seen Cars 2 or 3.
It's Cars with spies. It's not to like.
I know. I see it a lot that the first one's about racing, third one's about the racing, second one's just a spy movie. But I didn't really grow up with like cars, so I mean, watching the third one, the second and third one, I've just not got around to.
What else have I got on my list?
Also, is another good trilogy, by the way. Cars is a trilogy.
Yes, it is. I've also got the Lego Movie, of course.
Okay, that is valid.
Great movie.
And you know what? Give us one more movie, and that's another trilogy. Or just give me one more movie because of how good it is.
I mean, if you count like the other ones, you've technically got a trilogy plus one, but do we really count Ninjago movie?
Yeah, you know what? I've not seen it. I've watched the first 30 minutes, and I've just not seen any more of it. I also just want to jump back to Princess and the Frog for a second. Just wanted to make sure I got the cast right. Keith David, once again, in that film. He's incredible. I can't stop, Tom. You can't stop the A train. Keith David is such a good. I think he makes that film so much better. It's already in a great film. It's a great story. Sorry, I could go on days. But if you've got any more animated, I think maybe we stick with animated for a bit.
I have one more. Bit of a random pull out of nowhere, but Over the Hedge.
Which is a fire film. I have seen it, but I didn't see it as a kid. I saw it I think I can't say this reference because it's like one from our high school. But obviously I watched it in high school. And you know what? It is a good film. I can't say that's not bad. That's a good take.
My God, the skunk.
I don't know. I've not seen it in a while, so I don't know what that's referring to. Okay, fair enough, Dom. Jesus. You know what? Actually, not actually animated, but I've just looked behind me. Got like a bunch of DVDs, and I've got No Romeo and Juliet, Tangled, and Hop. 3 films that I watched as a kid, and I think they're all kind of fire. Like I said, Tangled honestly dethroned by Princess and the Frog as like one of the best movies in Disney. No Romeo and Juliet. Tom, you've seen No Romeo and Juliet.
I think I've seen Romeo and Juliet.
Incredible film. Elton John, literally, I don't know how to like. I think there's a clip. No, I don't know what I'm referencing, but you know, like just Ascension. Ascension is what I'm basically referencing after that film. You know what? Another one that I think, bro. I'm gonna move off Disney in a second. Another Disney film, The Black Cauldron. I watched as a kid, which I think that would creep me out a bit more. But it didn't as a kid. But I think it's a fire film if you've seen it or if you haven't seen it.
No.
Okay, lovely. We're gonna move off animated films. Just unless you've got any more that you remember.
No.
Okay, I think there's a couple not animated films from my childhood and adolescence that I can more remember. I mean, The Holiday, Christmas film. I think we'll probably do a Christmas episode around December, so I won't touch upon it as much now. Just a great film. Cameron Diaz, icon in my eyes. And then Grown Ups, Adam Sandler's Grown Ups. Just, you can't go wrong with it. Great cast. It's just funny. Sometimes you just need a film with a bit of laugh in it.
You do.
Yeah, I agree, Tom. I agree. And honestly, I think that's all like my nostalgia films that I can think of. There's probably tons. I mean, I think I spent a lot of my childhood watching movies. I mean, more TV shows, Cartoon Network type. Yeah, which we'll probably end up doing a separate episode on. So, I mean, but you know, actually, while we're on the topic, unless you've got any more,
I've been trying to think. I don't think I have any like live action classic films I watched as a kid.
I mean, like you said the Back to the Future. I guess.
Yeah.
Would you say that's one of them?
No,
Yeah.
I only recently watched it last couple of years ago.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Actually, I think I've got one. The
Go on.
Ghostbusters duology. I
can't-
freaking love the Ghostbusters films.
I really wanted to watch them when 2016 when the female one came out.
Yeah.
Which I loved it. I think it is one of the best Ghostbusters films out there. I've not seen the original two. It made me want to watch them, and then I couldn't find them anywhere. So I still haven't seen them. But this Halloween, if they're on any streaming services, I will give them a watch. I mean, we'll do a Halloween episode again. We need to stop talking about other episodes that we were going to do. But, you know, Halloween episode, Ghostbusters, I'll have had it watched. I will say... Go on. Sorry, actually, never mind. I
was going to say, I think I got rid of most of my DVDs a couple of years back, but I kept, I think, the Toy Story trilogy and Ghostbusters.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to show our age a bit. I don't know if it will properly. I mean, but I would say some nostalgia films I have are in the MCU.
Yeah.
I mean, Doctor Strange would be one for me. I mean, I know that came out like nearly 10 years ago, but still, that would be one. I mean, the Incredible Hulk I would technically put as a nostalgia film because actually, you know what? Scrap that. I don't think I would. Iron Man 1 for definite. Not gonna age reveal, but we know how young we were when the first one came out. Age of Ultron I'd put as once again technically a nostalgia film.
2015 nostalgia.
Yeah. I've got 2016 nostalgia. That was a good year. But that's 10 years ago. You gotta have nostalgia after 10 years. You gotta.
I don't really remember anything from 2015, to be quite honest with you.
I guess that's valid. I mean, we didn't know each other in 2015, so... I'm not nostalgia in your life, apparently. No, I'm joking. Yeah.
I mean, if it's nostalgia, I chose to watch Boss Baby at the cinema over Guardians 2. Just a little tidbit.
Yeah. I think you made a mistake there. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to fault Boss Baby. I've not seen it in a while. I've seen it once, and I don't remember it being a bad film. I don't remember it being a good film, but I do not remember it being a bad film. I do remember that they kept making... I don't know why I said I remember. They kept making more Boss Baby stuff. And I don't think they should have done that. Because I don't think it was that good. That's good. If that's a weird cut, we do apologise. We want to end it with a bit of some recommendations first. I think us being, I guess, Marvel DC nerds plus obviously other fandoms that we enjoy. I think some good recommendations for me. Anything that James Gunn's coming out and everything he's done. I mean, I know it's a TV show, but Creature Commandos, Peacemaker, great shows. The Suicide Squad, the one that James Gunn made. I think you can't go wrong with anything James Gunn made. Like I said, Whiplash, I will say, is a definite watch. I've already recommended it to Tom. I think he already wanted to watch anyway, but still.
I did.
It's a great film. It's so intense. I think it just shoves so much emotions at you at once. And we've talked about it probably the most. I'd say the Dark Knight trilogy. Watch all those movies if you haven't. Which realistically, you probably have. There's a lot of people who hasn't seen them. Same with Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Also, probably seen them. Trying to think of more recent films that I can suggest that haven't been. I mean, you know what? Barbie Princess and the Pauper, that's not recent, but watch that film. It's incredible. I'm going to get Tom to watch it. I mean, don't watch The Killing Joke. Read the comic book. You don't need the stuff with Barbara and Batman. So that's a recommendation not to watch that. Honestly, majority of Marvel movies pre-Endgame watch. They're all great. You've probably already seen them. But, I mean, Rush Hour, you know what? I'm going to... Princess and the Frog and Rush Hour. Keith David's in both of them. He doesn't have the biggest role in Rush Hour, but he's in both of them. You watch anything with Keith David in. If he's in the movie, you're in good hands, is all I'm saying. I think he's a great voice actor and a great actor. So anything he's in, I recommend. Tom, hit him with some recommendations if you've got them.
You should watch. I think it's only available on Amazon Prime, but I watched it. Called Palm Springs. Stars Andy Samberg and whoever plays the mother in How I Met Your Mother and that girl in the Penguin show.
Yes. I have been recommended that. I do need to watch it. It's apparently really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Also got any of the first at least 3 Mission Impossible movies. I haven't really I haven't seen the most recent 2, but
that's so real. We didn't talk about the Mission Impossible movies. I've seen none of them. I've seen the first one. Go on.
But yeah, the first 3 are great. Then you've got the second 3, with 4, 5, and 6, which are also really good. But the first 3 are just classic.
Yeah, I'll take that recommendation, Tom, and I'll watch them. Because I've only seen the first 40 minutes of the first one. I didn't get to the rest of it.
I'd also probably say for some light-hearted action movies, the Kingsman movies. I always enjoyed them.
That is such a shout. This is why we're doing it. This is why we're going to do another movies, because we've missed so many already. Go on, Tom. That's a good recommendation.
I haven't seen the third one that's set in the past or whatever, but the first 2 are really fun, easy watches.
And Elton John's in them again. You haven't seen it. Elton John is a legend.
I don't think I have any more.
You don't? Okay. I'm pretty out. I mean, everything we've said good things about. Watch if you haven't already seen them.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about some quite popular movies anyway, so
and then we also talked about Barbie, Princess and the...
Watch Barbie, Princess and the Pauper, man. I watched it as a kid, and it's just a good movie. Watch it with anyone. Watch it with your bros. If you've got a girlfriend, your family, your kids. I don't care. It's a family movie, and you should watch it.
Invite the bros over to watch Barbie, Princess and the Pauper.
Honestly, that's what you've got to do. I'm so... Bro, you don't watch parties with other movies. You need all your bros. I mean, 5, 6 works. 1 or 2 works. I'm gonna get Tom over. I'm gonna watch Barbie, Princess and the Pauper. Because it's just a good film. You can't go wrong with it. To be honest, I mean, it's just a good film. It's just a good film, and I can't hate on it. And I think that's all we're gonna have time for.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you listening. I mean,
we do.
You can find us basically everywhere. SubParBro's, Discord, Reddit.
Follow us everywhere. Just do it. You won't regret it. You might.
Exactly. But... You won't, because we're clearly so professional that you won't regret it. I mean, Mr. Beast too. No, I'm joking. We love Mr. Beast. We don't have Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It's all just going to be SubParBro's.
Yeah.
We will be doing more than the podcast, hopefully later on. But we're running out of time, so stick with it. I think we were quite entertaining, Tom. I'd say Tom, one of my best friends. I think he's very entertaining.
Thank you. You are too.
I think we got some good takes, and I think that should be all we need to talk about.
We've got some good takes, and we've also got Barbie, Princess and the...
We've got Barbie, Princess and the Pauper. Tom knows. Tom's gonna go watch it right now. I mean, as of recording this, it's 1:36, so he's probably not. But Thank you for listening. Tom,
Yeah.
finish us.
Thank you
Finish us.
for listening. Follow us everywhere. Goodbye.
See ya.